Hello everyone, welcome you all in this session. Myself, Assistant Professor Ripal Gupta from LJ School of Law. So today we'll discuss of the subject of law of torts, and the topic of discussion is strict liability. So we have discussed earlier that I have a legal right on my land. I can do anything use of my own land. You cannot file a case against me. But there is an exception to this rule now. This is called strict liability. In strict liability, if you are using your land in unnatural way or because of your use of land, you cause damage to the other land, then you are liable. So this theory says that even if you have taken proper care, precaution and prudent care, utmost care while you're constructing something or doing something in your land, even though you committed tort to or you caused damage to others' land, you will be liable. Sometimes even without your negligence, because of others' negligence who are working on your land, even for their act you are liable for this act. So in the strict liability, if you are using your land in a such a way that causes damages to other person's land or him or his property, then that person can file a case against you and you are liable, even though you are not negligent on your part, even though you have taken proper care and utmost care while you are doing your work. So this is called strict liability. The strict liability was propounded in one case, that is Rayland v. Fletcher. In this case, the plaintiff was a lessee of a mine and the defendant has a land adjacent to the land of the plaintiff. Defendant was constructing a tank on his own land. He was taking proper care and cautions while he was constructing his tank. He appointed best constructor for that, but due to the negligence of the constructor, the tank flooded with water and that water filled up in the mines of the plaintiff, and because of that he has to suffer a huge loss because the whole mine was filled with the water. So that plaintiff filed a suit against Miss defendant, and defendant says that I am using my land and I take proper care and precautions while constructing the tent and I am not negligent. But court says that no, you are using your land even though you are not negligent. Something is escaped from your land which is a non-natural thing, then you are liable over here. So here for the very first time the court propounded one theory, that is strict liability, and said that two things very main. First, there should be something escape from the land of the defendant, and that means something must be escaped from the land, something come out from the land of the defendant. Secondly, he must use non-natural use of land. That means you are constructing a tank but your land is not prepared or capable of holding that burden of tank, or you cannot have construct that tank, you have some limitation over here, then it becomes a non-natural use of land. Or you are using toxic gases or chemicals, you are producing something like that, then becomes a non-natural use of land. So there are two main elements come out from this theory, from this judgment, where you can put this strict liability concept in any case when the other person is using his own land and because of his usage of land you suffer any loss. So first thing is escape from the defendant land, and second is there must be a non-natural use of land. So that is happened in that has been defined in the case of Rayland versus Fletcher. Now we'll see the example of non-natural use of land. Here is the case Mukesh Textiles Mills versus A.R. Subramaniam Swamy. In this case, defendant had owner of a sugarcane factory and he brought masales for his factory. In his neighbor land was Miss Plaintiff, who is a farming agriculture land. They both are using common stream water for irrigating their. He was irrigating his farming land. He was using that water from that stream. But because of the insect, that insects keep do the holes, make holes in the bunds, and due to the holes, the masale come out from the land of the defendant, and he spread all over the agricultural land of the plaintiff. So here plaintiff can file a case of non-natural use of land, and he can take compensation from the defendant. Now we'll see the defenses in the case of strict liability. The first is natural use of thing. So when defendant is using his or her land in very natural way, or any natural thing come out from his land, then he will not be liable for the strict liability. Second is act of God. If there is anything escape from the land of defendant because of the act of God, he or she had not done anything on his or her land, but it is due to of a natural calamities or because of the act of God, then again he or she will not be liable for the escape of anything. Then next is act of stranger. Again defendant is not liable because if the act is done by any stranger, not by the defendant, he has not he is not there at all in any situation where he agrees to someone for doing that act, and that act done by stranger, the defendant is not liable. And then is common benefit is if plaintiff is agrees with the defendant that if you are using something on your land, that will be I am agreed to it because it's my benefit too, then it cannot be said or plaintiff cannot file against defendant because they both have common benefit and they both agrees to use this land in such a way. So the same like common benefit, consent of plaintiff. If plaintiff has consented to the defendant that yes, I am agrees to you if you are using your land in such a way, or something you are constructing on a land, I am consented to it, then again the plaintiff cannot file a case in against defendant. And the mistake of plaintiff, if that happened because of the mistake of plaintiff, he is making such an act on his own land, because of that he occurs or he suffers any damages, then he cannot file a case against defendant. Now in India, Supreme Court has propounded this theory similar to strict liability, that is absolute liability, but it is more stricter sense than the strict liability. It was propounded because of the Bhopal gas leakage. So as you know, Bhopal gas leakage case in the 13th December 1984, there was a huge gas leakage, methyl isolate leaked by one factory which was actually owned by the US based company, and because of the negligence of any worker, they left open one tab. Because of that, the huge gas was leaked in that factory in the night, and 13,000 more than 13,000 people died, and even they can see the situation when they are child born with some incapabilities of because of that gas till today. So that was the huge impact or non-natural use of land by the factory owner in Bhopal. But that time we do not have legal actions because we do not have any kind of theory where we can prove the case against that person. So we have settled that case out of the court. But yes, India had propounded one theory, that is absolute liability. And that absolute liability, they discovered 5 essential situation where you can file a case against absolute liability. So first is escape of dangerous thing. Here they say against same like strict liability, there must be escape of dangerous thing. It includes escape of animals too, then use of things naturally dangerous and dangerous premises and persons professing skills. So in these 5 cases you can have the absolute liability over here. So rather than just 2 elements, it increases to 5 elements. Not even anything, it includes animals because of any personal professional skill. You are using land in natural way but become a dangerous, then you can take a absolute liability over here. So here anything come out from the land because of natural or non-natural thing, it is affect you, then you can take absolute liability where you take compensation from the person, even if he is not there or he is not negligent, but something has happened in his land, then he is liable. That is absolute liability. So today we have discussed about the strict liability and absolute liability. Strict liability has been propounded in the case of presidential signature, Why absolute liability was propounded in the case of MC Methods in of India. That was case of Alumni gas, and after that we have seen the Bhopal gas disaster. So in India we follow absolute liability case if there is so much grievous act done or something non-natural use of land, anything come out from the land of the other person that caused damage to the other person, then any establishment, any factory will be liable under the absolute liability. Thank you.